Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Stitch back again with another HATEN Beatbox World Championship Solo Elimination. Today we got King Inertia. Now, we all know how well King Inertia did in this competition. And honestly speaking, he was the competitor that shocked me the most in this competition. I have heard this man perform live a few times already, and he shocked me like crazy in this competition. I was surprised by a good amount of stuff that he was doing. Which is weird because some of the stuff that he was doing, I've heard them before, but then he did it in a new way, which surprised me. So it was really nice to see this new side of him. For me, the best beatboxer in this competition is Abu Ice. However, the beatboxer that shocked me the most, that impressed me the most, honestly speaking, was King Inertia. So let's get into this one. Join!
Solo category, Showcase Elimination. 23人目はこいつだ。Introducing the inner bass god, the tag team American champion for 2022, 5th-place world ranking, King Inertia! Give it up for USA, y'all. All right, my guy, if you can bless us with a mic check first, please. All right, それでは OK をいただいたので早速参りたいと思います。
Let's go, let's go.
When I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. In 3, 2, 1, Beatbox.
Oh, that's fat. That's fat.
What do you want from me? And they ask, and I'm 2, 2, 3, if I can. How with me, you see, I'm madam. 5 degrees, it hurt. Gotta buy out it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean shit to me. Got to want me. Plugging, yes, who I mean.
This is not fair. This is not fair.
Do you want from me? Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Call me in the morning. I'll be on the way. Call me on the wrong. Call me when you want me. Yeah. Call me on the wrong. And I'll be on the way.
That's not fair.
King Inertia, everybody from America, make some noise, yeah. Come
That's
on
not
now.
fair.
Jeez.
That's absolutely not fair. Now I'll explain a bit. But first, let me rank them in my opinion. Okay, so for now, these are my rankings and I will put King Inertia in 9th place. Like I said in the previous videos, since I'm ranking them as I go with each reaction video, this list might change. But yeah, let's talk about this Alim. You know what? I'm just gonna straight up say it. King Inertia is a walking cheat code. Like, just listen to this first. It's not fair. Every time he's on stage, whether it's like an elimination or battle, and he's just there like, oh shit, what do I do now? He just goes, yeah, let's go spam some high-pitched inward bass. And for some reason, it's so brain dead, but like it always sounds good. It's not fair because not every beatboxer has like a sound that is like, yeah, you know what? I don't know what to do now. Let me just spam the hell out of this sound and it will work every time. Like, I can confidently say that 98% of beatboxers do not have a sound like that. King Inertia has that sound. Like it's not fair. He does this all the time. Bia meow meow ho, bia meow meow ho, bia meow meow ho, and now it's like, I guarantee you, he doesn't even think. He just does the most random thing that comes to his head, and for some reason, whatever shit he does, as random as it is, it always works. That's the first thing. That's the first thing that makes him so like cheat code-ish, okay? And by the way, for those of you who might think this is me insulting him, I'm not insulting him. This is a compliment, but in a very jealous point of view, because I am jealous that he can do something like that. I can't do something like that. I can't just go on stage and spam a freaking sound and the whole crowd goes nuts. I don't have that kind of power, you know what I'm trying to say? But he has it. So this is a compliment from a very jealous guy, okay? Okay, so there's a second reason on why I feel King Inertia is like a cheat code. Sometimes he does a beat. Well, not sometimes. A lot of times he does a beat that a normal freaking person could do. But when that normal person does it, it sounds like ass. But when he does it, when King Inertia does that beat, for some freaking reason, it actually sounds good. Like, watch this. That filler. I'm sorry, but like any other person who did that live, most of the time you'll be like, okay, that was alright. It wasn't very clean. But when he does it, for some reason, it's good. I don't understand. Like, I guarantee you, not a single beatboxer in the world could do that beat and it will sound good. Even if they have all of King Inertia's sounds, it won't sound good. For some reason, King Inertia is the only one that can do it. Like, it absolutely boggles my mind. Like, do you know how good you have to be at something for you to be able to do that something in the most terrible way and still sound good? That's King Inertia. But yeah, let's dive more into this Alim. Fat. Like I said, the sound system for this competition was made for inward bass. So this, fat. GBB Alim.
And I'm 2, 2, 3, yeah, fucking with me, you see, I'm at 70 degrees, yeah, hurting, gotta buy a that does
his voice is so metal.
Got to want me, plugging, yeah, so want me.
Okay, I just want to point like one tiny thing out. Do you know how crazy it is that he's just doing this? Like, he's not cupping the mic because his inward bass is mostly from here, his nasal, you know, it's his nose, right? And he's not cupping it. Like, even vocoder gotta cup the mic like 90% of the time. But most of the time, you don't see this guy cup the mic. And he still has like the craziest inward bass ever. That goes to show you how much he has trained his inward bass. So, massive respect for that. Like you see that filler? I'm sorry, but anybody else who did that filler, it would be bad. If you think about it, that's a really terrible filler. But for some reason, when he does it, it sounds good. It makes no sense, doesn't it? Oh, the hi-hats do so much. Okay, so from here on onwards, with 1 minute and 44 seconds left, which means 1 minute and 15 seconds into the Alim, you can hear he's getting dry throat or dry mouth or maybe both, right? And like I said in the previous videos, during the solo Alim, there were two things that were not very good for the participants. One was the sound system, but more importantly, number two, it was the smoke machines. You can't see it in the video. Maybe you can see a little bit of smoke, but live, there was so much of smoke. There was so much of smoke that backstage had smoke. Like backstage, it looked like there was a mist backstage. Like backstage was filled with smoke. That's how much smoke there was during the elimination day. And it caused like 80%, 85% of the competitors, myself included, to have dry mouth and dry throat. Even the professionals, a lot of them got dry throat and dry mouth. A lot of them were like pushing really hard to get their sounds out. So you can hear it really early on. After 1 minute and 15 seconds, he's getting dry throat.
What do you want from me? Yes, and I'm 2, 2, 3.
You see? You can even see that he's struggling to breathe. Like his shoulders are shrugging up. He's like, you can see because the smoke really affected us during the Elim to the point where like the next day for the battle day, I went up to HATEN organizers and I was like, guys, you need to cut the smoke machines. And they reduced the smoke on the battle day, and I don't think a single beatboxer got dry mouth or dry throat during the battles. So that was a good thing. But you will see a lot of these Alims where professional beatboxers are like pushing themselves, or in this case like King Inertia or me, we get dry mouth and dry throat, right? So just want to let you know on that.
You want from me? What do you want from me? Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me on the wrong, call me when you want me. Yeah, call me on the wrong, and I'll be on the way.
You see that? You see that? The dry throat was affecting him a lot to the point where he did the drop for like 4 bars, just 4 repetitions. Usually you do it for 8, but he couldn't hold his inward bass anymore, that he had to go back to throat bass. And even after this, you can see there's a slight moment where you can actually hear him like panting on the mic. You see that? You see that, right? And I'm telling you guys this not to like put him down or anything. Like I said, I enjoyed his Alim. I enjoyed his overall performance in HATEN. I think it was great. I'm just giving you guys some info for those of you who were not at the event, right? And even if you were at the event, if you were not a participant like us backstage dealing with all that smoke, you probably wouldn't know why a lot of us were panting like crazy on stage, right? So this is just food for thought and me just sharing my experience during the competition. You see that filler was so bad. Like it's so bad, but like if anybody else did that, I'm sorry, it wouldn't sound good. But when he does it, for some reason, it makes sense. You know, like what?
King Inertia, everybody from America, make some noise, yeah. Come on now. Jeez.
That was a crazy Alim. honestly speaking, I feel like King Inertia was just like me during this Elim. Like he got his dry throat. I could hear him getting the dry throat like after 1 minute and 15 seconds into his Elim. And for me, that was the same thing. Like after 1 minute, 15 seconds, 1 minute, 20 seconds, I started to feel the dry throat. And even I was like, oh, this is not good, right? But unlike me, I think he handled it pretty well. He didn't handle it the best. I think the best who handled it was like Abu Ice. I didn't even know Abu Ice had dry throat until he told me, right? But I still think he did an amazing job handling it. And overall, the set was pretty good as well. I don't think he planned it. Maybe he planned the first part and in the second half, he freestyled it because it sounds like that's how it went. You know, he planned the first part and then he freestyled the second part. But what do you think about this, Alim? Were you there watching it live or were you just watching it through the video? Put your thoughts in the comments and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Feels like nothing.